Hello guys, welcome to Tim's Tiny Arcade. And in today's video, I'm going to show you a pickup that I got actually today. And that is the Bandai Pac-Man 12-in-1 little video game console. We'll look at the games, take a little closer look at the controller. And all you do is just plug it in, it runs on batteries. So we'll take a look at that. We'll play some of the games, check those out. Stay tuned, sit back, relax, and let's get to it.
Welcome to Tim'sTinyArcade.com podcast, YouTube. What the hell is it, Tim? What is
YouTube.
it? YouTube. Tim's Tiny Arcade. Boom shakalaka.
All right, so here is a look at the controller itself. I picked this up for $5 today. I was super excited. I've seen these before, and they go for about 30 bucks on like eBay, but I couldn't pass it up for $5. As you can see, you have a B and an A button. The joystick, hear that clicking, doesn't feel too bad. That's your power switch right there. It's just the shape of a Pac-Man. I didn't see anything else on it. I don't have the box. I didn't see any other labels. The research I did was it was 2012 when these were being released. So I'm going to set the camera up. We'll do some gameplay. Hopefully this thing works. I haven't tested it yet. I got batteries in it. So let's see if this thing fires up. All right, so I just hit the power switch here on the controller. Let's see what happens, and there we go. So there's some of the games. There's the Bandai who made the game, and there's a list of the games right there. So pretty cool. If you see in the upper left there, it's got like Pac-Man being chased by the ghost. So we got Pac-Man, Super Pac-Man, Pac and Pow, Pac-Man Plus. I have to check I don't know what Pac-Man 256 is. Mappy. At the bottom it says view high score, so that's pretty cool. We got Galaxian, Galaga, Dig Dug, Xevious, Bosconian, and then the new Rally X it says. So let's just start here with Pac-Man. I just hit the A button, and it says if you hold both buttons, you can get out of the game. I'll just do a little gameplay. So let's see, A here for 1 credit. Now you can see this is not the exact arcade ROM. Let me see if I can run the pattern. I run a pattern online, so maybe it's, well, this would be the pattern I would run online. So it must have the at least the code in. It looks like Pac-Man. I mean, you got the scores like in the wrong place in the upper right, instead of the way it normally would be. But this is the pattern I run, not now, but this guy's gonna come back. There to start a lot of the Pac-Man games. So anyway, yeah, just a look at Pac-Man. So I'm gonna hold both buttons. If I hold both buttons down, A and B, it should, yeah, it brings up that. So A would be yes, and we're back to the screen. Let's take a look at Super Pac-Man real quick. This is a game I need to cover on my channel. I just haven't. I mean, it sounds real good. Never really got into Super Pac-Man, but I think it's a fun game. Yeah, looks good. Actually, the controls are not too bad, to be honest with you. Not as bad as I thought they'd be. Now, I don't like the placement necessarily of the buttons on this controller, but let's go ahead and back out. All right, Pac and Pow. I don't know anything about Pac and Pow like I should. This is a game I need to actually probably do some research on. I really don't know much about this. So Pac and Pow. Let me know in the comments. So though you turn these cards, and then open that up. Yeah, let me know, guys, if you guys know much about Pac and Pow. I don't really know much about it. Now there's a green character going around. You got these cards or whatever it looks like. Maybe you flip. I went right through the green person. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to have to do some research on this one, but sounds good. Are they bringing me stuff? Looks like they brought me something. I got some points there. I'm gonna die right here. Anyway, Pack and Pal runs good. I just don't know much about it. That's one I really do need to look into. All right, so let's try Pac-Man Plus. Now, I've played this game before. This game is a lot of fun. This is where the ghosts kind of get little flags on top of them. It runs a little bit faster than, say, Pac-Man. I actually kind of enjoy this. Got pop and stuff as your stuff. See how they got invisible there when I drank that pop? Now you could eat them right now. And see, some ghosts you can't get. Real fun game. I have seen this in the arcade. A lot of fun. Just a faster version of Pac-Man with, you know, a few different rules in it. I think it's a lot harder than regular Pac-Man, but I like the speed of it. Anyway, I died. So that's a look at Pac-Man Plus. All right, let's try Mappy. I'll just do a little gameplay on this one. I'm not very good at it. Fun game, but I'm just terrible at it. This is a game where you gotta progress to the left, use these little trampolines. You can go through the enemies on the trampoline. There we go. And then I'm dead. I'm just terrible at it. It seems to run fine. Looks like all the scores are on the right though. So it's not, they've changed something in the game to have it set like that. Oh shoot, I'm dead again. All right, that's enough of Mappy. Go to New Rally X. This is a fun game. A lot of people thought this was going to be the game that took down Pac-Man, but it never did. You could like drive around. You got to pick up the flags. Get these flags. There's a map on the right. You could pit smoke out. Ooh, looks like either I got a bonus or I lost all my. Yeah, I got a bonus for my fuel there. Just using the map, kinda. See, I put some smoke out, and then you could lose your person. Oh shoot! No, he's on the other side of the wall. See if we can get these. There's only. See if I can get these last two flags. I think they add more and more character or more and more cars after you on harder levels. There it is, last one. Oh no, there's one more bottom left. I missed it on the radar. There we go. So that's a cool one to have on there. That's a fun one. I need to cover that one on my channel too. So let's get out of this. Bosconian. Pretty good deal for all these games on this. This is a great game. I love the sounds of it. Let's see how this one sounds. I just love this game. It's a harder one to find in the arcade, but it's a cool one. You gotta blow up these little bases. They're on the map there. Another game with a map. They did a great job of having maps. So here, you got to find the target area, which would be top and bottom of this. I got some enemies coming at me now. All right, see if we can get this. There we go. So, real quick on the first level. Runs good. All right, let's get out of this one. Hold both buttons down, and we will try Xevious. Now, this is a 2-button game, so we can put bombs on the ground. And shoot in the air here, so you can see I'm shooting. Just do a little gameplay on this one. All right, so this is where you can bomb these areas here. Oh, you got to bring that target down though. Yeah. All right. Bomb this one. I got taken out. Tough game for sure. All right, so that's what that one looks like. Let me get out of that one. Just a couple more guys. Dig Dug. We'll take a look at that one. Then we got Galaga, Galaxian, and then we'll take a look at the end at 256. Your classic Doug here. Like I say, I'm not exactly sure if these are the arcade. I don't think these are the arcade ROMs, but they're pretty darn close. The Pac-Man one played just like it. I missed them. Didn't want to do that, but I had to blow them up. Just a little trick in this game. If you knock down both rocks, you can get the bonus to come up right in the middle of the screen. So there I got the carrot. I always like squashing them with the rock. Let's see if we can get one with the rock at least. Once you get down to one character, there we go. Then he would usually try to leave. There we go. All right, so we'll get out of this one. We'll take a look at the other 3 games here. Like I say, pretty good value for $5 by picking it up. I don't know what this went for back in the day, but like I said, it handles pretty well for just being. I imagine this was relatively cheap. Galaga, another classic. The buttons actually feel pretty good too for a plug-and-play joystick. Let's see if I can just make this real quick or die, one of the two. I might die. All right, one more here. Oh. All right, we got them. But anyway, that's what that one looks like. Let's go ahead and we're going to get out of that. Hold both buttons. That was Galaga. And actually, look, I didn't even notice. They got Dig Dug Chasing, Xevious, around the which one you're on. I thought they were all just Pac-Man for some reason. So here's Galaxian. This is one. This game is. I probably get tore up for saying this, but I like Galaxian sometimes better than Galaga. I don't know what it is. I think this is a harder game, but I like this game. I like the sounds of it, of them attacking. Oh, this is always fun when you try to take these. They took me out. You get a lot of points if you can take out all 3 of those ships when they attack you like that. But the sounds are good on it. Here we go. Let's try it again. All right, we got it. So you get that 800 points. It's a game that's harder to get a big score. All right, so that's a look at Galaxian. Okay, so that is all of those. We're going to take a look. Before I go to 256, let's just take a quick peek at this view the high scores. So yeah, they got high scores up there, and it looks like you can put initials in and stuff. So Pac-Man 256. This has got my curiosity. I bet you it's the last board. That's just my guess. Okay, so if you see on the right, you got all the keys. This is probably the last board where you could get the. Oh my gosh, I died. We're gonna try to clear this. So I got a lot of Pac-Man. If I eat the power pellets, I'm probably just gonna turn around. So you got to get all the dots, and then you get to the last screen. The last part of 256. I'm seeing if I can get these last few dots. It is hard. All right, so there's the last dot in 256. Now, it should be a messed up screen. Yeah, this is what happens in the arcade if you could do that. And then if you could go to the other side, you kind of got to know the maze. You can see I'm getting lost. Looks like I'm going right through the center and stuff. So it was always kind of messed up. But yeah, you can play the last level of Pac-Man. And if you make that, then you get to the messed up screen there. So anyway, let's talk about this and my thoughts on it. All right, guys. So that was a quick look at the Pac-Man plug and play. And you guys got to see all the games if you stuck around this long. I've seen these like on like Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace, and some of those things. Usually, I've seen them for around 10, 15. Like I said, about $30 on eBay. But nice little collector's item to add to my collection. The batteries were already in it too, so I might want to check those out and make sure they're not gonna they don't know how old they are, or they won't corrode on me. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching today's video. Guys, if you like this kind of content, give this video a like. Like always, guys, keep on gaming.